The fast-changing environment, society, and climate are making it imperative for all industries to look at business practices that will address sustainability in the future. The main purpose of this project is to evaluate the maturity of global best practices, regulations, industry processes, and EHS efforts in oil exploration and drilling sector. Companies generally point to voluntary initiatives when asked about their contribution, yet a thorough assessment indicates that the industry overall continues to take forward steps and is maturing in its sustainability efforts. A lot of systematic gaps in management were found that make corporates within this sector far from sustainable production and far from being leaders in EHS management. The oil exploration and drilling sector is considered to be a mature industry with global best practices, considerable regulations, and predefined industry processes. The EHS efforts are recorded and are considered as part of its green reporting and accounting mechanism. The industry is further divided into three dominant sectors: the upstream industry, the midstream industry, and the downstream industry. Our main focus here will be on the oil drilling and exploration, which comes under the upstream industry. The environmental risks generally associated with this industry are coastal and marine ecology risks, the climate change risks, impact on the industry, human rights issues, corruption in revenue records, sustainable community development, health, safety, and environment risks, irreversible impacts on critical environmental or social habitats, as well as involuntary resettlement issues.
Some of the governing institutions in the oil exploration and drilling industry are the European Association for EHS in Refining and Distribution, the International Petroleum Industry Environmental Conservation Association, etc. Most companies' metric reporting standards is based on the IPI ECA. The OGP and the API oil and gas industry mandate on voluntary sustainability reporting. Activity-wise risks. The current slide and the one following it list the activity-wise risks in the oil exploration and drilling sector. The first activity is seismic survey, which is done to detect oil wells. The risks involved in this are habitat depletion, fragmentation and degradation due to land clearance, use of explosives, etc. Atmospheric emissions from plants or vehicles which produce pollutants such as oxides of nitrogen, sulfur and carbon, and other harmful greenhouse gases. The control measures that can and should be adopted to control this are minimizing energy and water consumption, having plans for air quality management and vibration management, using best available technology for monitoring, controlling and reducing noise and air pollution. The second activity is exploratory drilling to find if oil is actually present and to see if extraction is feasible and economically viable. The risks associated with this stage are hazards like gas venting, well blowouts, land or water contamination. The control measures for this is to have a proper disaster management plan using best technology and controlling the activities. The last activity is exploration and production drilling. The risks involved are numerous: atmospheric pollution, hazards like well blowouts and toxic spillage, land contamination, contamination of ground and surface water, and climate change. For reducing such risks, it's necessary to have emergency preparedness and disaster response and mitigation plan. Using low impact chemicals, controlling and managing the venting of gas and pressurized oil, using the best technologies, and having water and waste management plans. Also, assessing environmental and social impacts and working towards reducing the same can go a long way in attaining sustainability.
The sustainability scorecard shows that most companies have adopted their metric reporting standard based on the International Petroleum Industry Environment Conservation Association, International Oil and Gas Producer Association, American Petroleum Institute, and Global Reporting Initiative. The matrices most reported are oil spills, GHG emissions, CO2, NOx, SOx, and VOCs. As we can see, ENI Italy has reported the most number of matrices. The whole scorecard shows that there has been a shift towards sustainability production in the industry. As seen from the report, ConocoPhillips of United States has the least number of CO2 emission, NOx emission, and the least number of total number of recordable incident reported.
With huge advancements in technology and manufacturing processes, there has been some research going on to improve the sustainability quotient in oil drilling and explorations. Some specific observations are like extended research drilling and auxiliary technologies has greatly helped in considerably reducing drill pad spatial footprints by allowing more than one well to be drilled and accomplished using a single pad. This has brought down the acreage needed for drilling significantly, but also minimized collateral impacts such as traffic, noise, and air emissions. Next, we can see drilling and onshore oil and gas wells delivery in the future will definitely depend upon the relationship and ongoing collaboration between government regulators and operators to find mutually beneficial answers to intersecting commercial or environmental problems. Next, the design, manufacturing, and operation of drill rigs has gained from the constantly improving diesel, electric, and all electric options for powering drill rig motors. As the dependency on diesel technologies reduces, there is a significant drop in noise levels, petroleum fuel transportation costs, and storage and air emissions at drill pads. Next, better construction and testing of well integrity process has thoroughly improved with innovations in cementing technologies. Novel technologies for downhole logging of cement, casing, and formation properties have also played a key role in these advances. Next, we'll see major sustainability practices by some of the key players. Like British Petroleum designed and implemented an operating management system that imbibes the firm's requirements in terms of EHS, CSR, and operational efficiency. It also started the Deepwater Horizon internal investigation to reduce risks and enhance operational safety in drilling activities. Chevron also minimized its greenhouse gas emission intensity by 0.7 metric tons of carbon dioxide per 1,000 barrels at the upstream operations. It also reduced the intensity by 0.4 metric tons. Chevron came up with a novel certified program, WellSafe, to manage well control processes and thus reduce risk and the number of spills during drilling activities. In this area, ExxonMobil also started a new committee for infectious diseases like malaria, dengue, cholera to prevent and also control such maladies that affect workers and communities. Its procurement sustainability network trained more than 200 workers about procurement sustainability in 2012.
Now let's look at Dow Jones Sustainability Index, the leading sustainability benchmark in the world. It assesses issues such as corporate governance, risk management, branding, climate change mitigation, etc. In the energy sector, DJSI has ranked Thai Oil Public Company as the best in terms of sustainable practices. Thai Oil PCL has developed a group-wide sustainable development master plan and has rolled out 20 energy efficiency improvement projects. They have recently increased their biodiesel production to 124 million tons. However, in India, we do not have a specific sustainability index, but there is a proposal by IICA to develop one. Various acts and regulations are present at the national, state, and local level, and the time taken to get these clearances is around 250 days. In the Indian context, ONGC has adopted a triple bottom line strategy, that is, people, planet, and profit. We can see that there is not a lack of intentions, but that is not enough. The need of the hour is to ramp up the efforts towards a sustainable world. Thank you.